What does a person's childhood do?
That is, a person's childhood has a very strong influence on the formation of the adult.
What is widely believed about an unhappy childhood?
It is believed that a happy childhood with good training will produce a successful, well-adjusted adult. It is also widely believed that an unhappy childhood will create an unsuccessful, unhappy, or even criminal adult.
What kind of childhood did Franklin D. Roosevelt have?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt had a happy, well-balanced childhood.
Was his family poor?
No, he was the son of an old and wealthy American family.
Did Winston Churchill have a happy childhood?
Now, Winston Churchill, on the other hand, did not have a happy childhood.
Did Winston's parents show him that they loved him?
No, he was constantly rejected and denigrated by his adored father.
How was Jack the opposite of Winston?
Winston had a younger brother, Jack, who was his father's favorite.
So how was he the opposite of him?
The younger boy was handsome. Winston was not. The younger boy was charming, well-mannered, and a good student. Winston was none of these things.
Mm-hmm. What did Winston do to the headmaster's straw hat?
He had taken the headmaster's sacred straw hat from where it hung over the door and kicked it to pieces.
Okay, verse 10. What did his father say of Winston?
He said to Winston, little claim to cleverness, to knowledge, or any capacity for settled work.
What did his father say would happen if he didn't mend his ways?
He told his son that if he did not mend his ways, he would degenerate into a shabby, unhappy, infantile existence.
Okay, and funeral existence, right?
Yes.
What talent did Watson begin to show at Harrow?
Later, as Harrow, a quite famous private school, Winston continued as a poor and badly behaved student.
And so what talent did he begin to show at Harrow?
He did, however, begin to show the beginnings of his special talent for the use of words.
Did Winston like his school?
No, he doesn't like school.
No, he didn't like the school. Next page. What school did Winston go to next?
Winston went from Harrow to Sandhurst Military Academy.
What did he find at Sandhurst?
Here, finally, he found a school which made him want to work at his studies and to be liked by the faculty and his fellow students.
What did he love?
He loved wearing a uniform, and he was fascinated by military strategy and the lives of famous military men.
After Winston's father died and he was posted to the Hussars, what did he write?
He be posted to the 4th Hussars, which was a cavalry regiment.
So what did he write?
He wrote in his book, My Early Life, from this moment, the future opened up like an Aladdin's cave.
What did Churchill want most now?
What Churchill wanted most now was to experience some real fighting.
What was his job for the British War Office?
He went as a journalist for a London newspaper.
그러니까 뭐였지?
He was a journalist.
오케이. 그래서 어디로 간 거야?
He went to Cuba.
What was happening in India when Winston was there?
Churchill went to India on a similar assignment, that is, as both a journalist and a military man. There, the British were putting down a rebellion by the Pathans.
What book did he write after the campaign?
After the campaign, he wrote a book, The Story of the American Field Force, which was very well received.
Okay, next page. Where did Churchill go next?
Next, Churchill had himself sent to join British forces in North Africa, where they were about to win the famous Battle of Omdurman in Britain's war of revenge against the Sudan.
What war did Churchill fight in next?
After that, Churchill fought in the Boer War.
What did he try to steal?
He tried to steal a train and make it into an armored train.
Right. What an amazing plan it was.
Lady Smith was
What happened when Churchill escaped?
Churchill escaped, and when he returned to his own lines, he was given a hero's welcome.
Okay, next page. What was Winston beginning to demonstrate?
Winston was beginning to demonstrate just how long his father had been in his judgment of this least favored son.
What was wrong with Winston's speech?
He was not tall, and he had a slight speech impediment, which made him unimpressive as an orator.
Okay, so how did he practice?
He practiced speaking tirelessly before a mirror. He repeated tongue twisters endlessly.
Next page. What did Winston's oratory do?
Was his oratory that the British people accepted the challenge.
그러니까 Winston's oratory 무슨 역할을 한 거야? What did Winston's oratory do?
It might safely be said that his talented oratory went far in making the success of the Allies in World War II possible.
그렇지, 동맹국들과의
결합.
그렇지, 그것을 어떻게 했다고?
동맹국들 간에 이제 연합을 만들고.
그것이 성공적이 되도록 한 거지?
네.
Okay. What did he offer the British people in the fight against Hitler?
In ringing oratory as France was falling and thus leaving Britain alone against the dictator Hitler, he offered the British people blood, sweat, toil, and tears. And such was his oratory that the British people accepted the challenge.
What had Churchill acquired? What had Churchill acquired?
He had by now acquired a very strong belief in himself. And in the...
Okay, so did Winston prove his father wrong?
Yes.
Yes, he did.